Hi, I'm Cary Stamp. I'm a certified financial planner in Tequesta, Florida. One of the big challenges that we all have, especially those of us that are married, is how to talk to your spouse about financial issues. You would be shocked how often I have people come into my office that have been married for 25 or 30 years. We sit down, I ask them what the vision of the future looks like for them, and the husband says one thing and the wife says another, and they look at each other and they say, "Really? I never knew that you felt that way," or "I never knew that that was important to you." That's why throughout the course of your marriage, on a regular basis, you need to be talking to your spouse about money and financial issues, regular basis. So, first thing that you can do is establish some common ground. What are some areas that you actually both agree on? Yes, we would like to save some money to send our kids to college. Yes, we would like to save money for retirement. We would eventually like maybe to pay off our mortgage. Find the things that both of you agree on. Then set some goals around how you can accomplish those things. Maybe you're working with an advisor, maybe you're doing this on your own, but set some goals so that it's very clear what you want to happen and by when. Then prioritize all of the things that you want to do. If the husband wants to buy a boat and the wife wants to go on a dream cruise, figure out what needs to happen first and if those goals are mutually exclusive. If they are exclusive, then there needs to be a little bit of horse trading and a little bit of understanding about what's going to happen when. And if somebody gets to pick the cruise one year and the other spouse might get to pick the boat the next year or the year after, or there's some savings that goes towards those things as a result. Oftentimes there's some trade-offs. And then have some vision and share your vision with your spouse. So if your thought process is, I live in South Florida now, but when I retire, I want to move to the mountains of North Carolina, and your spouse doesn't really know about that, you wouldn't believe it, but I've seen that situation before. Make sure that they do know what you are thinking, what you're intending, what you want your long-term vision to be. Oftentimes, spouses have a lot of conflict, especially after their kids leave for college. They're out of the house. Now, the thing that bound them together, which was their kids in many cases, has gone. We need to make sure that there's common vision, especially at critical junctures like that, so that financial issues don't get in the way and your vision is aligned throughout the marriage. And lastly, I want to talk about something that can be very, very messy. And that is one spouse wants to give or loan money to their family members and the other spouse doesn't want it to happen. What's the best thing you can do in this situation? Go to a therapist. Find a neutral third party. Talk the issues through. What would be the consequences of making the loan or the gift? What would be the consequences of the family of not making the loan or the gift? Because these things are incredibly emotional. When you involve money, you involve family, and you involve spouses, it can get very messy very quickly. I'm Cary Stamp. I'm telling you that you need to communicate with your spouse about your finances, and you need to do it on a regular basis.